Okay, hello class. This video is going to be talking about grades. I believe all the grades are in. There are some notes here. Okay, so the final exam is in both the paper part and the computer part. Something interesting for the computer part, which is written here, that was exam C. The people who took it on paper did very well. Those were the people that still needed to pass the programming assessment. And I think you actually did better on the programs by doing it on paper than by using the computer. You can think about what that means for how you develop code and working things out on the board before you start typing. You should think about that. Alright, so that was good. A success. The lab assignments, grades are in for everything. There were a few of them that would not have helped anyone at all, so I just didn't put grades for those. For most of the later ones, I just tested your programs on some test inputs, and if you got the right answer, I gave you credit. You still could have been wrong on some other test inputs. For the final letter grades, I have a column letter grade current, which is what I'll put in, but then letter grade best possible, which is still possible. There are some of you that I really think you could use another couple weeks of working on things, and to give you a little motivation for that, if you would like to do that, I will give, I'll put in a incomplete, and I'll list as the incomplete homework assignments and project, so that if you want to do some work on that before the spring semester starts, I can let you know what you would need to do to improve that. So if you don't do anything, it'll turn into the letter grade current the first day of the spring semester. And if you want to work on things, then the best possible is the highest that you could get, basically by improving either the homework or working on a project. It depends. It's different for each person. And let me show you how the everything's going to be calculated. So I believe this is what you should see, except you'll actually see grades. There's the letter grade current, which should have some letter grade best possible, which is something else. And the letter grade current comes from the total grade. This total up here is meaningless, so ignore it. Total grade right here with the minimum was from the syllabus, and that was coming as a minimum from the exams and homeworks and quizzes. So we have a homeworks and quizzes right here. So that's just based on all the homeworks and all the quizzes, with them worth as many points as they were. Some of you had a much lower homework and quiz in your exams, so the homework and quiz really determined your grade, and that's where you would need to work. A lot of people, probably 70% of the class, the homework and quiz and the exam grade was pretty much the same. Okay, and the exam grade, where did that come from? So we had an exam the final, which was half paper, half computer. We had exam the second, half paper, half computer. Exam the first, half paper, half computer. And then if you did better on the final than anything else, then this exam best just takes the final. Or if just dropping the first exam was the best for you, then just dropping the first. Or if doing a weighted average of all three exams like it has in the syllabus, then that's so. Depends on which ones. You can't drop the final. So the final goes in there, but then depending on whatever else. Projects ended up being optional. You could do it if if it would help you. Then it would give you maybe a half-letter grade boost. So I put something there only if you completed a project, and then I just put something slightly higher than this. And as of now, I just put something in for the person who did the cursive system. So that person got a little bump already. All right, so you can see there's going to be this exams best, and homework and quiz, which is all that's going to matter. For the attendance, I just put 100% for everyone because everyone was pretty much there almost 100% of the time, and that doesn't need to determine your grade. You all got credit for that. Okay, so you're looking at the current, the best possible, your homework and quiz, which comes from all the different quizzes and lab assignments, and then the exams. The exams you can't change now. The lab assignments, I'd be happy to let people work on those. Let's see if there's anything else. Let me pause for a sec. Guess I'll leave a note here what you should do. So you should complete the homework assignments. You should figure out the correct answers on the final exam. I haven't given you the correct answers. A lot of those you could type in. To. Alright, so the information on the final is good information going forward. Problems on HackerRank. And do something fun. Those are all good things to do. And then let's see, I will give you some advice. Should you stay minoring in CS? The short answer is yes. The longer answer is you really want to be or higher in CS202, which is possible for all of you. So I think you all showed by the end that you are capable. You can think like the computer. It's just how much time you put in and how much you enjoy it. So some of you really need to put some more time in. But I think all of you have some confidence. Some of you maybe have too much confidence, I don't know. So, talk to me. Something that you might consider for people that are a little bit on the lower end in terms of your letter grades. You could look at the CS minor. So for the CS minor, you already got through the required courses, and then you have 3 electives with 6 credits coming from 300 and 400 level classes. Now you could take those 300 and 400 level classes from the more applied courses, or whatever kind you prefer. If you want the more applied courses, Unix, Linux Administration, and Networking is a course that IT majors should want to take. And also Web Programming 2. Those would probably be the 2 that are very applied. So that would give you 2 upper level courses, and add in 1 other course of any CS course, and you have your minor. If you like the more theoretical courses, then you could pick from algorithms, theory of computation, formal methods. Those are all the more applied courses. Pick 2 of those, or more theoretical. So not so much programming in those courses. If you're good at exams on paper, then you might be good at those. I think that will be it. To keep it short and sweet, thanks for an awesome semester, and definitely stay in touch.